I'm in that thing. I'm in that thing, man. Yeah, who out there doing what? So I know what the fuck I'm doing. I ain't monetized, so I can say it. I can say it. I ain't monetized yet, so I can say it. Yeah, who out there doing what, man? I know what I'm doing. I'm uh I'm basically checking up on health. I'm basically making sure I'm straight mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You know what I'm saying? Nigga take some time off to himself and do what he do. But I'm gonna wait till some people get in here and I'm finna make me a drink. I gotta make me a little old drink, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, today, once I get my viewers in here, I'm gonna lay there, you understand, and do something different. You know? Where y'all at? Come one, come all. Come one, come all, you know what I'm saying? Where y'all at? Who out there doing what? I had to mix me a drink. I guess y'all busy at work and some still sleep. Who get up early like me? You know what I mean? But yeah. Who out there doing what? We got a good topic and a good subject. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get into it. You know what I'm saying? Come one, come all. Today, let me get my little old nourishment together. They say an apple a day keep the doctor away. Yeah, I know y'all up. Who out there doing what? But look, we're gonna get into it. Cause I know how the game go. It gotta be in you and not on you. You dig? It gotta be in you and not on you. So I'm gonna get into it. Today, I'm talking about a problem that still goes on today. It still plagues society today. It still plagues the hood also. So what I'm talking about is basically bullying. And I know every one of us have experienced this in one shape or form or another. Whether you be, you know what I'm saying, female or male. Bullies come in all shapes and sizes. But we're gonna talk about it. So tell boss man, you need to look at this YouTube for a minute. And okay, somebody just bought a record. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah. But look, we're gonna get off into it. Limit your eyes and your ears. So experiencing bullying, like I said, I know we all have. And in my adolescent years as a youth, I experienced it on multiple levels. in elementary school, I got a good taste of it. You know what I mean? Um, it was a young man about my age. I think we was in the same grade. And he pretty much was a known bully throughout the school. And in that picture you see, I wore bifocals. Yeah, yeah, I wore bifocals. You know what I mean? So long story short, one day he took it upon himself to cause a little harm to my little brother. And I stepped in and, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Cut it out, don't do that to my little brother. He kind of continued, but then he eventually stopped. Well, my little brother told me he was gonna go home and tell my mama that I allowed him to get, you know what I'm saying, bullied by this one kid and I didn't physically do anything. So I tried to pay my little brother off, not to tell my mama that because I kind of feared what she was gonna do. You know what I mean? She was gonna do way worse than the bully. And so he took my payment and he said he wasn't gonna tell her. But after he ate the ice cream and the 50-cent cookies, you know what I'm saying, he went on ratted on me anyway. And when he did that, you know what I mean, it put me in a bad position because mama got dead on my ass and she told me, you go to school the next day and you deal with that situation. You know what I mean? She didn't know what I was up against, but she told me to go and deal with that. So long story short, I went to school and it was messed up because that morning I couldn't find my regular, like, you know, tennis shoes that I wear to school. And so she had to go somewhere, her and my auntie. And so she was rushing me out the house and I cannot find my shoes. I don't know if this is a joke being played on me by my little brother or whatever, but I can't find my regular tennis shoes. And so she like, just put on these shoes. And they were some church shoes. Yeah, some hard sole, brown, pointy church shoes. She told me to put them on. You know what I'm saying? So I put them shoes on and I went to school and she told me to deal with the bully that day. But I'm not even dressed to be dealing with no bully. You know what I'm saying? I got on roustabout top and rough house jeans, but at the bottom I got on some church shoes. And I know y'all see where it's going. This ain't gonna get no better. So I got this here on and I go to school and I'm trying to avoid the bully, but he come find me. And when he find me, first thing he want to do is point out my gear. You dig? He want to point out my gear. Now, I'm supposed to be dealing with him anyway, but he made it kind of, you know what I'm saying, evident he wanted some smoke too early in the morning. So he kicking dirt on my shoes. He spit on my shoes, you know what I'm saying? Until finally, I had enough of all that old bullying ass shit. Nigga done disrespected and spit on my church shoes. You know what I mean? So, long story short, we fisticuffs and he break my glasses. One of the reasons I never wanted to wear glasses again after that, and that was a bad decision. You know what I mean? But he breaks my glasses and we gets into this real hard down roughhouse fight. And at the end result, we get sent to the office and we get paddled for our misbehavior. So while we were getting paddled, he got paddled first and he cried. And I got paddled and I was like, man, my mama do way worse than this. Fuck what y'all talking about. And so I seen him cry. I'm like, damn, I thought he was, you know. And so they sent us to the restroom to get cleaned up and get ourselves together and agree we ain't gonna be fighting no more. And he like, man, you actually could fight. How about we become the bully together? And we bully the school. I'm like, nah, man, I don't want to do none of that. Just leave me and my little brother alone. So he was like, cool. So that ended. So the point is, right now, there's a kid probably in your house or a part of your family that's going to school or going somewhere and he's being pressured and he's being bullied. You know what I mean? He might keep it a secret. You know what I mean? So I would suggest that you have intimate talks with your children, nephews, nieces, whomever, and whatever, and just kind of pry a little bit to find out what they might got going on in their personal life, because it's a terrible situation. There was episodes where I was bullied at 12 years old, and it was non-contested because the people who was doing it were in their 20s. You know what I mean? Can you imagine that? And when I think about it, it's like sometimes I wish I could go back in time and deal with that, as I am now. But can you imagine being 12 years old and a nigga 22, you know, slapping up on you, punching up on you, you know what I'm saying? And your little licks and whatever you attempt to do, it ain't really nothing happening because you ain't developed. You ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? Even your hardest really ain't nothing. So somebody's dealing with that right now. And as adults, we have to stop and pump the brakes on our so busy lives, dealing with work, dealing with relationships, this and that, and get down on the level with those kids and communicate. Hey, what's going on with you? You got a little girlfriend, you're doing good in school, this and that, this and that. You want to pry to find out what they going through, because it could be stopped. Because most of the time, some bullies, they're bullying for odd reasons. Some of them bullying because they ain't got no love at home. Some of them bullying because they've been bullied. You know, some of them bullying because they hungry. You know, it's all kind of situations where it could be a victim and a victimizer, but sometimes the victimizer is also a victim of circumstance. So you wanna tie into that and find out the core of what and why and who, and also on the other side, the victimizer, adults and guardians and parents or whomever you may be, that's what I'm saying, overlooking that child, raising that child. You might want to find out if they're the bully, you know what I mean, and start trying to fix that situation, because people shouldn't have to go through that. You know what I mean? Nobody should have to go through that. Even if you in impoverished environments like the hood, you shouldn't have to go through that. Like, it happened to me so many times till I just knew every time, man, I don't care if the person's older, bigger, or whatever, I'm gonna have to fight back. I'm gonna have to do something. You know what I mean? Pick up something, I'm gonna have to cuss something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get all off into that, but you got to do something. You got to react, and your reaction got to be, I'm not gonna say swift and quick. It just have to be smart. You have to make a decision to say, I'm putting a stop to this bullshit. I'm gonna tell y'all another story. I was in middle school, and by this time I was getting bullied ever so often in the hood, but I was building a little exterior to kind of like, man, hey, I ain't with it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm defending myself, and then my brother's defending me, and it's just like I'm starting to learn fighting back is the thing to do. And outside of school, an incident took place where a neighborhood bully took my food stamps. You know what I'm saying? My mama sent me to the store with that book of stamps to go get some items and whatnot. And he caught me and he stopped me. And I think his bullying was more just to see if he could get away with it. And I think it was a little just to kind of toughen me up. I might be delusional. I don't know. But that's how I took it. I took it like he was with it if I was gonna allow it. And he also was trying to toughen me up because I was really gullible and naive as a kid. You know what I mean? I thought everybody was nice. I thought everybody was good. You dig? And so he took my food stamps, and I knew I couldn't go home without them stamps, boy. I couldn't go home without them yams. Hey, I don't know what he was thinking, but I could not go home without them items or without them stamps. And so, long story short, I caught a motherfucking fit and jumped on his motherfucking back like I'm riding a Bronco. I'm on a nigga back like Bronco Billy. Choking the shit out of the bitch ass. Nigga, Give me the motherfucking food stamp back, nigga. My mama gonna kill me if I go home without the food stamp, nigga. I got to have it. And the nigga dropped that book. And when he dropped that book of stamps, we both looked at it. But I boldly swiped my stamps back and I went to the store and got, what I needed and came back home. I ain't tell my mama what I went through just to make that trip to the store, but shit, I came back home with them blue motherfucking with the purple, with them whole wood, them purple, the purple. No, I think which one? The dollars was brown, and I think them fives was purple. You dig? I think them tens was green. I don't remember, but them stamps was hit. Hey, them stamps was hitting hard as fuck. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, but them motherfucking stamps was hitting hard as fuck. So now, you know what I'm saying, I'm starting to fight back, and I go to school and I done got a little bigger, and I'm starting to recognize I done got a little bigger. And I'm at school, and it was this white kid. He sat by me in class. He had a little bold Chinese cut. I think he was a skateboarder. He was real quiet and shit, but he do little dumbass shit, like plucking shit and throwing spitballs and shit. And so one day, he kind of get close to me, and I'm like, man, this nigga tripping. So I'm backing up. I said, man, what's wrong with you, man? And he do some shit where he do some shit like that. You know what I mean? He fixed his tongue a certain kind of way, and a little stream of little spit shot out and hit me in my face. So I'm like, bitch ass nigga, you done spit in my face? Boy, I jumps up. I done flared up like a gorilla. I'm finna choke his motherfucking ass. I don't know what I'm finna do to him. And he like, man, calm down, man. I ain't spitting your face. I gleeked. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You gleeked. And so I'm finna get hold to me like, no. I'll teach you how to do it. Boom, boom, boom. It's called gleek. I'm like, man, you tripping. So he digs in his pocket and he grabs me $2 and he handed it to me. He said, I didn't try to spit in your face. Let me show you how to do it. And my big dumb ass sitting there looking at that $2 and he finna show me what he talking about. So he teach me the dumb ass move. And I learned how to do it. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess he didn't spit in my face like you nigga or whatever. I don't know. So I took that shit, but I kept it moving. The very next day, he comes up to me again, Herb, and he hands me $3. I'm like, what the hell is this about? You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. I was hungry as fuck when it come to lunch because that one tray wasn't hitting on shit. But them extra $2 and them extra $3 from little homie, you know what I'm saying? I'm lit. I'm lit, nigga. I'm buying grocery in the snack line with the tray. I'm buying 2 trays, nigga. Hey, young niggas was hungry, man. So, long story short, every day, man, dude would hand me $2, $3, $4, $5. And so one day I just like say, man, why you keep giving me money like that? He like, man, when I see you in the hall, I'm able to come hang around you and do whatever, and people think me and you cool as fuck, so they stop picking on me. So I'm like, this nigga half-ass paying for affiliation and protection. So I say, damn, how many other little niggas like that, I'm tripping. So I go to the gym, and I started to notice the niggas that was getting out the way when I walked by and flinching and all kind of shit. So I started hitting them bars up. Hey, man, shoot a nigga $2, $3, nigga. This is middle school, I'm tripping. Shoot a nigga $2, $3 to stab your ass, bitch ass nigga. So now, I become the bully. I done lightweight, became the bully. I ain't know it. You know what I'm saying? It was just the environment. I done lightweight, became the bully. So throughout the gym every day, I walk by and I collect 75 cents from that nigga, $2, $3 from that nigga, whatever. I'm up every day. Just my hustle. Little white boy spit in my face. He upping it. He got 5s and shit. Nigga, I got a pocket full of money. So one day, I'm making my rounds, and I approached the Vietnamese. Like, hey, you boys been low. Let me get let me get mine. You know what I'm saying? And one of them, he stood up. He said, hey, fuck you, boy. They don't pay no more. Fuck you, boy. They ain't pay no more. I say, nigga, they gonna pay and you gonna pay. The fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? He like, no, boy, I fight you. You no charge them no more. I say, shit, after I kick your ass, I want you to start, divvying up too. So we went on, set it up. He said we were gonna fight one-on-one. My dumb ass, not knowing that he done fucked around and rallied up his boys and let them know, y'all letting this one little ass skinny ass tall nigga bully y'all, when if we come together, we can stop this old bullying ass shit. So we scheduled the bout after lunch, during recess. Not before lunch, because I got a pocket full of motherfucking money. And I'm finna go eat big. Choco Bliss, 2 milks, you know what I'm saying, sodas, 2 trays. Nigga, I'm balling in that. Nigga, I'm straight balling, and I need a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but go pick up that record. You see that record back there? On the Bandcamp link, go pick up that new record. Quit playing games. So basically, after I get full and shit, go out there and play kickball with my niggas and, whatever, holler at some hoe. I see about 10, 15 Vietnamese. Salute to the Vietnamese, that's my niggas. They over there congregating and shit, playing soccer. So I'm like, okay, that's the one who said he was gonna take care of his business. So he looking at me like, what's up? You know what I mean? And so I tell a few of the brothers, yeah, man, I'm finna go fight this Vietnamese. Really saying, it's about 15 Vietnamese over there. I'm finna go fight one of them. How about a few of y'all come with me? And after I said, hey, I'm gonna go fight this Vietnamese, this and that, I walks off and shit thinking behind me I probably got a few brothers that's, yeah, man. I look back, ain't nobody with me. But I got to go cash in on what I was talking about. And I went over there and I say, yeah, after I kick your motherfucking ass, you know what I'm saying? You gonna pay and all 15 of them gonna pay. He like, what? Nigga jumped up in the air, boy, and start kicking on me and kicking at me, man. And I done got pretty with it. I'm out there doing my little old thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm flying with it. Bow, knocking his little ass on the ground. He jumping up and shit. He still coming. And pretty much I'm doing him dirt ball bad. And that probably lasted about 2 minutes. But into that 2 minutes, all I seen was flies on shit. Next thing you know, all 15 of them niggas jumped in the air. What's up, bitch? And them niggas went to kicking me, man. Before you knew it, nigga, I'm laying there, you understand, fighting all 15 motherfucking Vietnamese by myself, and they is kicking the plumb shit out of me. But I'm still standing, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, as I'm fighting them, I'm trying to put my back to the wall and shit, and they come in every kind of angle. And so as I'm fighting them, they flying this way and flying that way. But from the back of the crowd, like the Matrix, nigga, I was like Neo, nigga. I was fighting 50 motherfuckers now. So I see from the back of the crowd, they falling, but I don't know why, but I'm steady fighting. But as I look up, it was a dude I knew. We wasn't even really cool. I just knew him. I'm gonna say his name because he was a hero that day. Named Heavy D. Heavy D come through the crowd, man, cleaning the mic. Boom, 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 dropping them. You know what I'm saying? So he came join me, and me and Heavy D fought all 15 of them until the principal came and kicked my ass out of school. But the fact of the matter is, I salute them boys because they figured we're going to put a stop to all this old bullying ass shit. So I'm not telling this story to glorify that, hey, I was bullying these kids, this and that, this and that. We were all in middle school. I basically met my match. They didn't do us dirtball bad, but I met my match because those kids no longer was gonna put up with that old bullying shit. And that actually redirected my whole school, how could I say, it interfered with all my school curriculum because I got kicked out of the middle school and had to go to alternative school, which there were all the bullies. Like I went join the ranks of the rest of the bullies. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother story. It was a bunch of bullshit going over there. But basically what I'm trying to tell y'all, man, is pay attention to these children because they look like kids on the outside, but on the inside, they holding in a lot of shit. They going through a lot of shit. You know what I mean? So pay attention and talk to your kids and come up with ways that you could put a stop to bullying, redirect it. Back in the day, parents used to visit each other's houses, making cold calls. Hey, you got a boy named such and such? Yeah, little such and such. Yeah. Okay, he been smacking the shit out of my kid, and we need this old hoe ass shit to stop, or this and that, or it just shouldn't be going on. And most of the time, the parent don't even know that that's taking place. You know what I mean? So we have to get back to being more of a community and checking on our children and checking on our youth. And when you see the shit, man, hey, intervene. Intervene. You see some kids on some bullshit? Don't be so busy where you can't. Hey, what y'all tripping over? Because most of the time, there's no reason. I remember a while back, once I was an adult, I was in my brother's house, and I seen this tall kid get off the bus, and he was fighting like 3-4 little dudes. And he had this confidence and this cockiness about this fight. Like, he wasn't scared. He was like, y'all niggas can't hurt me. And they barely was hurting him, but they was determined. So eventually somebody was gonna get tired, and And so I walked up and I disturbed the fight. Hey, fuck y'all niggas fighting about? They ain't fighting about nothing. They just fighting because he big, he got good hair, he be disrespecting them, talking to they hoes and all this shit. And most of the time the hoe talking back to him, it ain't no reason to fight. Keep it player. If your bitch ain't like him, she'll get the fuck out the nigga face. You know what I mean? And so we got down to the bottom of it. And I told her, man, y'all ever need to talk to this before they even knew I was on some Hezeleo shit. I'm like, man, y'all ever need to talk to a nigga, man? Y'all see me over here all the time. Just pull up and talk. Let's talk about it. And in the midst of that whole physical confrontation with these 5 children, 4-on-1, they completely stopped and started talking amongst themselves and was laughing about the reasons that they was falling out and fighting. I thought that shit was cool as fuck. But pay attention, do your part, and stop the bullying, man. I got me a motherfucking old ugly ass banana too. Hey, but most of the time these bananas, when they look like this here, they could even look worse. They normally pretty as fuck. You dig? They normally pretty. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. And I was looking for my live viewer. Can I talk about writing rhymes in that process? Tell you what I'm gonna do. I actually thought about that a while back. I was thinking about writing a rhyme with my viewers. A rhyme that I actually was gonna use and go to the studio and drop. But I think that is a good topic. I'll probably write a hook, and I'll probably write I like writing 16s. I'm old school. They don't even write 16s no more. But I'll get a beat, and I'll write a 16 and a hook. And we'll do that video one day. But I did have a little contest I was running right now. But it is what it is. Stop the bullying. Drink more water. And take care of yourself. Today, we didn't go to work again because we're continuing check up on health. We're continuing to check up on health to make sure the mind right and the body. Make sure we're clicking on all cylinders. You hear me? But yeah, I know a lot of us have been bullied. And if you like to chime in, now's your time before the church closes. I know you got an episode of being bullied. Somebody. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I took some L's. Never afraid to see it. Say it. You see that picture I posted? That was me in elementary school. Now you know damn well, kid like that got slapped the shit out of him. I took my L's. Walking down 7th, your own kin would bully you. Damn. Hey, man. PA is a whole different monster. But it groomed us to be who we are today. It groomed us. Oh, shit. That boy said he grew up in CT. Hold up. I know y'all was over there squabbling. Hard in the bitch. You know something, though? Everybody from every side of town, when I was coming up, I always wanted to go ride through CT and through the manors. Like it was the thing to do. Like, you get a car, you ride, then you like, let me go to the west and pass through CT. Like I never really understood why we did that, but I did it too. I don't know if we were looking for holes. I don't know. Niggas just riding, you know what I'm saying? Nigga go pass through the mountains, fuck with niggas. I don't know. At D-Time. Shout out to D-Time. And that could be a gift and a curse sometimes because you run into a lot of people that's not built like that. They're not built on morals and values. They not stand up. And there'd be a lot of people like that. And it damn near make you feel like an oddball, my nigga. But I salute you and I relate to you because I understand exactly what you're talking about. That shit built us. That shit straight up built us, you know what I mean? Like they used to say back in the day. Nigga, I ain't gonna fall for the okie doke. That shit mean a lot. Because if you ain't built, if you ain't conditioned, if you ain't been through shit, if you don't know shit, if you got a lot of fear in your heart, boy, you can't travel around this world. Travel around this world, you're gonna be smelling like a vagina. And that's all the motherfucker want to see. Somebody that they can take advantage of. What I'm gonna be doing while you victimizing me? When is it gonna be over with? No. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. victimize you. You know? You plan on victimizing me, then I'm gonna victimize, you know? 2012, I bought my first 1996 Cadillac DeVille. And we're listening to Kings Amongst Kings. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, my nigga. I got a lot of more music on my YouTube. They got a Bandcamp link. Got a record with Pimp C and my Spanish partner Kodak. Check that hoe out. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something. That Kings. I'm gonna tell you something about that Kings. Dallas put me where I needed to be. Because when I was hustling in PA, I would go to all these different places, you know, trying to push CDs and whatnot. And they didn't understand that. They were like, it was hard sales, you know. Don't get me wrong. Plenty product is back there. But when I really started booming product, when I came to Dallas. When I came to Dallas, nigga, I started going ghetto gold. Cause Dallas is centered in a beautiful area. Jump on 35, Austin, Waco, you know what I mean? Whatever. 20, Tyler, whatever, you know what I'm saying? 35 North, Oklahoma, you did? So we jumped in the rap truck and like niggas used to say, them niggas on tour. Hey, the way niggas perceive you, boy, you sometimes you can't control it. I heard a nigga didn't even know I was present. Nigga was talking about seeing us. And the nigga say, man, I seen them UGK niggas. Them niggas pulled up in the tour bus. It about 15 of them niggas, man. They all had on uniforms and everything, man. Them niggas, yeah, man. And niggas was around them. Yeah, man. I seen them niggas too, man. Them niggas in a tour bus. Nigga, that was a rap truck. That was a motherfucking rap Chevy. You dig? That was a motherfucking Chevy with a shell on it. Yeah, that Traders Village was good to us, man. I appreciate you, man. Matter of fact, put your Cash App on here. Put your Cash App on